That dead guy. That dead guy. That dead guy.
Welcome back to That Dad Guy. It is November the 18th, 2025, and it's kind of a beautiful sunny day outside. It's 5 degrees, so it's not super warm, but it's the middle of November, so what can we expect? Yesterday, we did have a little bit of snow. When I got up in the morning, it kind of looked like a blizzard. It was sticking to the ground. By the afternoon, it had all melted away, but I'll put a picture at the end of what my drive looked like when I was delivering the mail. Also, yesterday, I got in some questions. Where was yesterday's video? Last week, I mentioned that the topic I'm talking about today, I'd be doing it on Monday or Tuesday. We're doing it on Tuesday. Monday would have been my mother's 90th birthday. This is the first birthday of hers that she's not around for. So I kind of took the day just to relax and reflect and spend a little time with my father. And yeah, so it wasn't one of those days that I was super social and I didn't want to put a video out. So that's the reason behind it. But today, let's get caught up on what arrived last week. I had 3 items that I wanted to talk about. We're going to talk about 2 of them today. This envelope from Stn in Montana had some older postcards, or not postcards, envelopes in it with some really cool bisected stamps on it. But in this envelope, as you can see, there's something inside. And it's been sealed up since 1973. It was sent from California to California, but it was never opened, never received by the recipient for whatever reason. I'm not sure if it ended up in a dead letter office because this person didn't live at this address when they tried to deliver, what the case may be. There's no return address, so it couldn't go back to the sender. So letters like that sometimes end up in the dead letter office. And Stephen got a hold of it somehow. So I'd put in the comments, do you want me to open it? See what it's like after 52 years? Should we reveal the contents? And overwhelming, you guys said yes, it's time to open it up and see what's inside. So we're going to do that today. Also, I received a parcel from Wolfies Stamps in the UK. And if you're not subscribed to his channel, you should. He finds all sorts of wonderful treasures, lots of beautiful bulk amounts of stamps. And he shared some with me, which I am overwhelmingly grateful for. A lot of it's going to end up in my collection, and then when maybe I have a theme or something to go with it, maybe it will get dispersed again, especially the duplicates, so definitely will be. Yeah, I want to show you what was in that. When I first opened it, I hadn't realized the amount of stuff that was inside. Now that I've got it all displayed, I think that's going to be it for the video. This one, we're going to open the envelope. That, we're going to see what was inside, and then the other letter we'll talk about at the very end. So make sure you like, you subscribe, you leave positive comments, you share with other people, you put the notification bell on, and you hype if you can. Well, let's get to this envelope that's been sealed for 52 years. It's too bad that the person who got it never got to open it. So we're going to open it gently, as I do whenever I get an envelope. This is what I do so I don't ruin the stamp that is here, that's bisected. Inside, there definitely is writing on this. Now, hopefully I'll be able to read it. Open it up. It's on a lined piece of paper. All right, it's kind of, I don't know if it's a poem or we'll see what it is. There's some scribbling at the top with a little peace sign there as well. Sometimes people do that, just doodle while they're thinking. And this is what they wrote. I'm out sitting on a chair with a breeze going through my hair. I don't feel sad and I don't feel mad, but I feel like it's snowing when that certain breeze starts blowing. So we got a little poetry happening. I'm listening to a guitar and my sister's doing dishes, and I'm just thinking of birds and the fishes. I like thinking happy things, and I like listening to what my father sings, because he sings only good songs, and he knows what belongs and what fits the scene, whether it's blue or green. So for 52 years, this little bit of poetry has been sealed up. I don't know if maybe someone was going to turn this into a Bob Dylan-esque song or what. Oh, you can see that the side has been torn as well. Have I made an error? I have made an error. What I have thought was been sealed for 52 years, they've cut off the sides and slipped the message out. So my big how do you do? It's been sealed for 52 years. It's not true. We aren't the first to read this poem and find out what's inside. It's been open all along. Well, life's full of disappointments, but we got a chance to read this piece of poetry that was sent 52 years ago, and someone did get to read it. So if you recognize the lyrics, maybe it was turned into a song, maybe it's a famous poem that we don't know. It wasn't signed, and neither is the letter, or either is the envelope. So I don't know who wrote it. We just know who it was intended to go to. All right, so thank you, Stephen from Montana, for that, and all the wonderful things there. Let's move on to item number 2, which is a big one. So, like I said, this comes from Wolfie of Wolfies Stamps in the UK. He's got a YouTube page. You want to go check him out. Inside, there's a couple things, a kind of a theme, if you will. First of all, he sent some Stamp X virtual postcards. So these ones have been printed off. So we got a few of those. I'm going to throw those into my postcard bin, so maybe they'll appear one day on our Wednesday's decorating. And then inside, we have this, first of all, jersey, 1981, the royal wedding. Do you remember what royal wedding took place in 1981? Well, if you guessed Princess Diana and Prince Charles, you would be correct. There are 2 stamps. I kind of think there were more in this folder at one point in time, but that's kind of a cool thing to have. But if there weren't, this first day cover would confirm that, because there are the 2 stamps on a first day cover. So maybe they just had that big presentation pack for 2 stamps. Possible. But there's the first day cover that goes along with it. I'll put those together. And then how about another royal wedding? It is that of Princess Anne. We have another first day cover here. You can see Westminster Abbey. Now the rest, I just wanted to test you a little bit and get you ready for what you're about to see. It has a royal theme, and you're going to see it quickly. Wolfie said that it could be used for a giveaway, could be added into my personal collection. And I think we're going to do a bit of both. I can see some things that are coming up in the future that might be a part of this. And I've seen a few countries I've talked about on the Thursday episodes that maybe there's some great stamps there that I can add in, and a couple that are duplicates that I can set aside to give to other people in giveaways. So in advance and probably throughout, thank you so much, Wolfie. Now let me show you what else he sent. Maybe we should start right here with the Silver Jubilee. The Queen, nice envelope. Could have sent off a letter in. And then maybe move over here, Tanzania. Nice souvenir issue. St. Vincent. I've just talked about that on Thursday. There's some beautiful stamps to go with it. So as you can see, we have the world celebrating, or at least the British Empire celebrating the Jubilee. As we work away, Gibraltar, Seychelles, Kenya, Bahamas, Antigua, Dominica, Antigua, Grenada. Like that one with the silver really sparkles. More Kenya. And there's the gold's really nice as well. Zaire. Uganda, St. Lucia. And then we get into these ones. Showed a couple of them. But you can see each of these countries issued a very similar stamp, similar sheet. Try to go through a little slower so you can see the countries, read them. I had no idea these even existed. And then we get into some single issue stamps. So if you're a collector of Queen Elizabeth II on stamps, this is a minute amount of stamps that are out there with her personage on them. But maybe you're specializing in the Silver Jubilee itself, and this gives you an idea of exactly how many stamps are out there that celebrated that event. So yes, that could be a topic, and all of these things could end up as a giveaway one day, who knows? But I know there are a lot of these stamps that do not exist in my father's collection, so that's where they're gonna start. They're gonna go there, and any duplicates that I do find, I will set apart to be given away to others. It's fascinating that these are all mint stamps as well too, for Hong Kong. That one's upside down. There's even one for Canada here. I know that's a duplicate. Bangladesh. The ones that fascinate me now are the territorial islands that you'll see. Even one there has Prince Charles on it, even though it's a Jubilee stamp. You'll see his personage on a few of these as well. So if you thought, wow, that's a lot of stamps, you would be right, but he wasn't done. It carries on down here. The table just wasn't big enough for the amount of stuff that he sent. Love these ones here. I mean, they're not stamps. These particular ones you can see are just the image. There's no value on them, but they went with a certain stamp that did come out. These ones here from St. Vincent. You saw the full sheet upstairs. Now you can see them in their individuality. Papua New Guinea. These ones here, the Jersey ones, Guernsey, all those type of stamps. Really enjoy getting those ones. I know my father didn't have a lot in that collection, so it's kind of nice to gather a couple more. These stained glass ones are really nice too. And I do apologize for the glare you're seeing through some of them. I have a exposed light bulb above that doesn't have the shielding on it to take away the glare. Because this room originally wasn't meant to be used for showing stamps, if you can believe it. Found a favorite country or stamp that you've seen so far here? If you have, let me know. We aren't done. We're gonna zip up here and go this way. I didn't realize, I mean, I've seen a few of these stamps, but I didn't realize that they'd come out as a whole series, a set from all the different British Commonwealth countries. So to see them like this is amazing. You can see how certain countries have put their own spin on it, added a few things to accentuate the outside of the picture, but still keeping a common formation in the stamp. So I'm sure there's someone out here that collects just these stamps. Well, maybe not. not just these stamps, but this is one of their thematic collections. As we discussed, there was another royal wedding at one point in time. So 1973, Princess Anne. She had some stamps out. And once again, I didn't know that they were throughout a theme. So for those that collect Princess Anne on stamps, these I'm sure would be in your collection, or attempting to be in your collection. And as we pull back and see all of these stamps, oh, even the ledge right there, all of that came with everything you saw before. An overwhelming thank you to Wolfie of Wolfies Stamps for providing all that royal philatelic material. It's amazing. Now, I have to wait. I'm going to have to put them aside right now. I have to wait for more Vario pages to show up so I can put them away properly and display them. Now, would you think, how would you do it? Would you keep all of those set stamps that we've seen as a set together? Would you disperse them in amongst all the countries in the albums? What's your take? I'd love to hear that as well. That's great about the comment field, is because I get to hear your positive or inspiring opinions on what should be done, or maybe some mistakes that I made too. I don't mind those if they're positive mistakes that let me know that I've said something wrong. But yeah, the only other item that I didn't get a chance to show you today was from Gary in Surrey, British Columbia. He sent some stamps in for the giveaway we're having for the 200th That Dad Guy Answers on Saturday, December the 13th. So there have been a couple things I've shown you already that are already here for that giveaway. This I want to show you, so I'm going to leave that till tomorrow. We'll have a video come out tomorrow, as well as the You Choose decorating at 12 o'clock Atlantic Standard Time, which happens every Wednesday. I'll do that video, and then we'll also have a bit on the stamps. I think I've got something else to show you and to tell you tomorrow in regards to stamps, so that'll fit in nicely there. Well, I've got some cleaning up of some tables to do, and there's a project I've been working on that I probably should continue to work on a little bit, because it takes up a little bit of space too. There's always something going on, and I'm happy that I can share some of it with you guys. This community's been amazing and continues to be very supportive and generous, and you always give me things to show and talk about and different things to learn about, so I'm happy to do that. That's going to be it for today. You guys have a magical weekend. What, Polo? You say like, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
Bye. Can you guess what I've been building? 14 bags in all.